Powers of Monomials, Lesson 1.4. The standard is 8EE1. The objective is to use laws of exponents to find powers of monomials. Essential question: why is it helpful to write numbers in different ways? To find the power of a power, multiply the exponents. 5 squared raised to the power of 3. We multiply the exponents. 2 times 3 gives us 6, and our answer will be 5 to the power of 6. We can do the same thing with variables. To find the power of a product, find the power of each factor and multiply. In order to solve, we're going to have to distribute the exponent, which is 3, to the 6 and to the x. So it'll be 6 to the power of 3 times x squared raised to the power of 3, or 216x to the power of 6. We can do the same thing with variables. Example 1. Simplify using the laws of exponents. 2 to the power of 5 raised to the power of 2. It really looks like this. 2 to the power of 5 times 2 to the power of 5. They have the same base, so my base is 2, and all I need to do is add the exponents. 5 plus 5 gives me 10. Or I could have just solved it by multiplying the exponents. 5 times 2 gives me 10, and my answer is still 2 to the power of 10. Example 2. Simplify using the laws of exponents. W to the power of 4 raised to the power of 6. So what this is telling me is w to the 4th power 6 times. So when I add them all up, my answer is going to be w to the power of 24. A faster way would have been multiplying my exponents, which are 4 and 6. That gives me 24, and it would still give me w to the power of 24. Example 3. Simplify using the laws of exponents. I have brackets. Brackets work the same way as parentheses. So I have 3 to the power of 2 raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2. So I'm going to start from the inside and work my way out. 3 times 2 gives me 6. So I have 3 to the power of 6 raised to the power of 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and multiply my 6 and the 2, and that gives me 12. So my answer is 3 to the power of 12. Example 4. Simplify using the laws of exponents. I have 8b to the power of 9. All of that is raised to the power of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute the 2 to the 8 and the 2 to the b. So that'll be 8 to the power of 2. And for the b, I'm going to multiply the exponents. 9 times 2 gives me 18. However, I can still simplify. 8 to the power of 2 gives me 64. And then I'll have b to the power of 18. Example 5. Simplify using the laws of exponents. I have 6x to the power of 5, y to the power of 11. All of that is raised to the power of 4. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute that 4 to the 6, the 4 to the x, and the 4 to the y. So that's going to give me 6 to the power of 4. And then x will be 5 times 4, gives me 20. And then for the y, it'll be 11 times 4, gives me 44. However, I can still simplify. 6 to the power of 4 is going to give me 1,296. And then I will still have x to the power of 20 and y to the power of 44. Example 6. Simplify using the laws of exponents. Negative 5w to the power of 2, z to the power of 8, all of that is raised to the power of 3. So what I need to do is distribute the 3 to the 5, the 3 to the w, the 3 to the z. So I'm going to have negative 5 to the power of 3 W will be 2 times 3, that gives me 6. The Z will be 8 times 3, that gives me 24. I still need to simplify, so negative 5 raised to the power of 3 is going to be negative 125. And then I'm going to have W to the power of 6, Z to the power of 24. Example 7. Simplify using the laws of exponents. I have negative 4, p to the 5th power, q. All of that is raised to the power of 2. So I need to distribute the 2 to the 4, the 2 to the p, and the 2 to the q. So I'm going to have negative 4 to the power of 2. P is 5 times 2, that gives me 10. Q has an invisible 1, so it'll be 1 times 2 gives me 2. I can still simplify, so negative 4 to the power of 2 is positive 16. P to the power of 10, Q to the power of 2. Example 8. A magazine offers a special service to its subscribers. If they scan the QR code on a smartphone, they can receive special offers from the magazine. Find the area of the logo. Since the logo is a square, we know that in order to find the area, all we have to do is take one side and square it. So we know that the side is 7a to the 4th power times b, and we're going to square the whole thing. So again, this 2 is going to be distributed to the 7, to the a, and to the b. So 7 squared, a will be 4 times 2, that gives me 8. B will be the invisible 1 times 2, that gives me 2. And then I'm going to continue to simplify, because 7 squared is 49. And then I have a to the 8th power and b to the power of 2. So my answer would be 49a to the 8th power, b to the power of 2. Example 9. Find the volume of a cube with side lengths of 6mn to the power of 7. I know that since this is a cube, in order to find volume, all I have to do is multiply the length times the width times the height. Since all the side lengths are the same, I'm going to multiply 6mn to the power of 7 by itself 3 times. So I'm going to distribute this 3 to the 6, the 3 to the m, the 3 to the n. So it'll be 6 to the power of 3. M has an invisible 1, and I'm going to multiply that by 3. So 1 times 3 gives me 3. N to the power of 7 times 3 gives me 21. And then I'm going to go ahead and simplify. 6 to the power of 3 gives me 216. M to the power of 3, n to the power of 21.